Welcome back to National Report. Republican Congressman Thomas Massie now leading a bipartisan effort calling on the Trump administration to release documents pertaining to Jeffrey Epstein's death. Massie and Democratic California Congressman Ro Khanna are the ones behind the effort.
And now the petition comes after the Justice Department and the FBI releasing a joint memo indicating there will be no further disclosure on the investigation into Epstein, who was facing federal sex trafficking charges when he died. Texas Congressman Keith Self is with us now, joining us. Congressman, as always, good to see you here. Thanks for joining us. I understand you yourself signed on to Massie's Epstein resolution. Can you tell us why?
Absolutely. We want to expose the criminals. We want to protect the victims. Recent reports said there were 1,000 victims. We need to figure out who perpetrated the crimes against those victims, and this seems to be the only way that we're going to get to do it.
Yeah. I know a lot of folks within the core MAGA base are looking for just a bit more transparency, Congressman, on the matter. And that's interesting because we're also learning about Speaker Mike Johnson's agenda, his schedule for House operations here, apparently wanting to shut down House operations earlier this week, sending some lawmakers home even sooner ahead of a 5-week summer recess, as there are tensions over this Jeffrey Epstein case and whether or not certain files will be released. Why is this happening, Congressman? Do you agree with the Speaker's plan?
Well, frankly, 79% of Americans want to see, that's Democrats, independents, and Republicans, 79% want accountability and transparency in this issue. So this is not just the MAGA base. This is across the spectrum. And even the Speaker has said he wants transparency in this issue. So this is an issue that is nationwide, it's bipartisan, and it's widespread.
Yeah, we're just remembering this moment where many thought that there was going to be, again, this big reveal when those files were released, and you saw those coming out with it, those that really called for it on social media, I would argue part of the major MAGA-based movement, if you will, and they didn't get what they were looking for in that moment. And then you have Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche saying this: the feds are asking to interview Ghislaine Maxwell, who was Epstein's longtime associate, currently being held behind bars for her crimes, hoping to get more information as to the extent of this whole trafficking network arranged by Epstein, or alleged to be. What do you make about this push here? And hearing from Ghislaine Maxwell, could that be another route to go?
Well, I'm not on the Judiciary Committee, so I'm not going to comment on that. But I am on this resolution because this is a binding resolution that when it drops on 2 September, it'll have 7 days, and then we'll get the 218 signatures that we need on it. And I think that is going to easily pass the House, and then we will see what happens from there. But again, this is an issue of justice. It's an issue of transparency. And frankly, accountability of the government. The American people want to see a government that is accountable to our employers, who are the citizens, the voters of the United States. It's as simple as that.
Sure. And I'm sure those citizens want to see it sooner rather than later. So we'll keep an eye on it. Thank you so much for joining us today, Texas Congressman Keith Self. We appreciate it.